Hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails from Zero. Now, last we left off, basically we're just talking to everybody. Pretty sure we had talked to the majority of people already in the city. However, now we're going to be talking to other people in mines and doing all the side stuff before we get on with the main story, which likely won't be happening this stream, but we'll see. I also spent a little bit of time off stream in order to fix some of our quartz. Let's see here. Because we had that one side quest where we needed to get a hollow sphere, was it? This one? Conceal self by bending light around the target. So I assume I just have to enter combat and then use this once, and then see how it goes, to then successfully report that for our side quest here. Talking to everyone, isn't that every stream though? You know, I suppose so, but after however many episodes of Trails we've been through, I have no idea what to title these streams anymore. Especially if I don't know what's about to come up, so... yeah, there's only so many different variations I can make up of speaking with people. So, since the anniversary festival is right around the corner, everyone... oh, shit. Why is it on auto? I know the festival is great and all, and okay, let me just talk to you again. It's a good time, but people should stay a bit more focused. If they even want to make it to the festival, they should focus and not make any stupid mistakes that could get themselves injured. Gigi's been playing FC Remake for 3 streams and 17 hours, becoming one of us. Oh yeah? People are starting to realize how good Trails is. Placeholder title 37. At this point, I might just title stream, I don't know. I don't know. Blind playthrough, episode 37 or something. I can't keep coming up with names, man. Denny gets grumpier and grumpier as the anniversary festival comes closer for some weird reason. Did I do something wrong? Nah. Your dad's just a bit of a weirdo. Hello. My son Alec was scampering about town again today. I do wish he would be more cautious. It's not very safe with all the heavy-duty equipment lying around town. And there's cliffs too. If he isn't careful, he's going to get seriously injured one day. I guess, but... One side of parenting, the other side is like, this is kind of where you live. You should probably get used to it. I don't know. Depends. What's up, Insaniac? Might have to leave early. The legit Weebs just started streaming? You should really hash things out with that channel. Your streams coincide quite a lot. Damn. Yeah, I should go and DM this the Weebs, or Mr. The, as I've heard him referred to as. I don't know what's happening, man, but it's like him and his entire friend group just decides to stream at the exact same time. Now that those monster nuances... I just cannot say this word, man. Nuisances are in the past, Mains is back to the same old, same old. The only nuisance we have to worry about now is the mining crew complaining. I believe we read this last time, didn't we? That's how I got tripped up last time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was down here. Talked to everybody and then went up. My husband works on the excavation plans with Mine Chief Hoffman. They have to do this every day so that mines doesn't surpass the septium quota mandated by the state government. Every single time I want to say mains. We owe you for all your help, Special Support Section. If it weren't for you, things surely would have gone ugly. To think that those strings of monster attacks were coordinated by a group of people. We were nearly ensnared by the Mafia's clever trap. I truly cannot thank you enough for protecting our little town. Yeah, it was indeed a very clever trap. Very common hoax, actually. I mean, you can kind of see that nowadays with the whole, like, pop-up of, oh, your computer is infected with a virus. Contact this number so that we can install viruses on your computer for you. Have you ever gone to those creepy ruins down that fork in the mountain path? It just fires me up thinking about it. It's the kind of place just begging to be explored, and I'm gonna see it myself one of these days. There are also quite a few moments where I have to catch myself of like, did I read that wrong, or is that just a typo? It's a 50-50. A special sports section. What would you consider a special sport? Like, what would fall under that category? The Septium mine in mines is well known for its abundance and magnificent quality. On top of that, Septium of all 7 elements can be found in our mines. Foreign merchants are willing to trek all the way out here in order to buy it. Indeed. I don't think she's really a merchant per se, but there is one staying at the inn who wants to buy it. Okay, yeah, I'm slacking off here. You got a problem with that? Look, it'll just be for a little bit, so don't tell the other miners, alright? No worries, dude. I don't really care what you do. As long as it's not illegal. Max has fully recovered from the injury that monster gave him at long last. He's definitely enthusiastic about it. I have to make up for all the lost time, dear, he told me. My bro's going ham in the mines. I suppose that's an area that I could go into to grind if I really wanted to. I don't know if I need to add yet another game onto my grinding session list. That's probably everybody. Unless if there are people in the dungeon. That's why. I tried to speed it up by hitting X. That's why I was on autoplay at the start of the stream. Alrighty. Well, that was mines. We already checked the doll stew. There wasn't really anybody there. There is that branching path off to the left. I wonder if I can just go there now that there isn't really anything to do. I don't know. Oh, a button. So, did I talk to everybody? I have a distinct feeling like I didn't talk to anybody on the other side of town. Like I was just over here on mines. Then I just decided to go to mines. We're in casinos all over the continent to sharpen my skills. I'll be training exclusively in crossbow this year. This is just the place to push my gambling prowess to new heights. Gambling prowess. I guess there is a technique to it. But man, that seems like a pretty expensive hobby. I came by this month in the hope that I'd be able to purchase tickets for Arkan CL. Yeah, a lot of tourists like yourself are here to buy them right now, man. Not worth getting depressed if you didn't manage to get your hands on any. If you want to wait a couple months, this handsome fellow would gladly. I've got my own tickets already. Father arranged it for me. I feel as if I missed out on an important experience here. Man, that wasn't how it was supposed to go. Do not worry, Randy. There are other fish, as they say. Oh, Randy's gonna keep trying. So far as we know, bro is still maidenless. One of our guests yesterday was on the verge of losing, so they tried to cheat. Utterly disgraceful. A loss is a loss. You must accept it with grace. I mean, the only way to win is to not play the game. I personally cannot wait for next month's festival. The entertainment district is about to get a whole lot livelier. It's our busiest time of the year, so we're about to see the Mira roll right in. Very good, very good. Do you change? Oh, hi Randy, haven't seen you. Sorry, Cherry Pie, been busting my ass off at work. I can only come like 3 times a week right now. Oh, that sounds so boring. Isn't 3 times a week kind of a lot already? Fixing Randy's gambling addiction will be a leviathan of a task. If I lose at gambling and get a day with grace? Maybe in your dreams. Ooh, I'm in good form today. Time for all the money I lost yesterday to return to Papa. Haven't been here in a hot minute. Good to see you haven't changed, Gramps. Is that you, Randy? You're damn right. I need to play the slots every day. And how is this, like, relaxing? I don't understand. I welcome you to Barca Casino, everyone. Business has been booming thanks to the festival. Tickets for Arkansas's new play went on sale yesterday. I've never seen a line that long in my life. Yeah, all those, like, pachinko machines lined up and all the salarymen getting off of work, spending all their hard-earned money there. It's like, I don't know. Maybe there's something else that you could do. Or maybe there isn't. Not an addiction till you lose. Hey. He did say we must accept a loss with grace. Trying to go for the wordplay there. I see the technicality. You wouldn't get it, Zero. Yeah, I wouldn't get it. I think, like, in terms of the friend group, it's been kind of interesting to see, like, how my friends approach certain games, let's say. I'm definitely there for the hot women, but I feel like a couple of my friends are definitely there for the gamba. Like, it just actually feels good to gamba. And I can't understand that. It's not my thing. Some salarymen go to izakaya and complain about their possibly cheating wives just to give Bochi an existential crisis. I see. Possibly cheating wives? Damn. Well, I mean, what do you know what the missus is up to when you're at work all day? Kacha's bad civilization? Quite. I'm very much enjoying this trend of gacha games turning into, like, single-player RPG games or what have you. I feel like it just works a lot better and it's a lot easier on my conscience to, like, play and get into it. Because the live service ones, man, they'll just weigh you down. I kicked everybody's butts in sales. I'll thank the Dairy Angels above. I beat everybody else's sales numbers this month. Thanks, everyone. I couldn't have pulled it off without you. I see. I guess if there's, like, a lot of tourists going around and you're, like, the one ice cream stand here, you're kind of in the hot spot, too. How could I be so stupid? I accidentally slept through the opening sales for their newest show. Yeah, I feel that. That was me with the Fortune's Weave Collector Edition. I didn't know their game, man. I didn't know it'd be gone in, like, a minute. I expected, I'm just gonna wake up tomorrow and order this. Yeah, nah, dude. It's never gonna happen. I accidentally slept through the opening sales. I rushed out the second I woke up, but it sold out just one person before me. Ah, Portia, you stupid idiot. You just cost us our chance at seeing Lady Ilya perform. With gacha with real money is a hard no for me playing the game, unfortunately. That is a good thing, actually. I do agree with that. There are so many cool things you can buy with that money that you would have spent otherwise. Uma's within the realm of possibility? Wait, what? What are we talking about here, Hamza? What are we talking about? If the realm of possibility means actually playing it, hell no. That's not making it to this channel. Tickets for Arkansas are going to be hard to get. Even the B section seats are really expensive now. I hate to say it, but I might have to give up on trying to catch a show this time around. I don't think a student like me will be able to afford any of these tickets. Yeah, nah, dude. Save up your money. Save for something else more important. I do know, like, quite a few people really value that sort of experience, I suppose, of, like, concerts, of shows and whatnot. And while I can appreciate it, I don't think I've ever really been in the position in my life where I could spend that money and feel good about it for, like, the cultural value that it would give me. It's just, I'd rather spend on food. A person from the Epstein Foundation came to set up our Orbital network access today. We can provide even finer service to our patrons now. Pretty good. Or gentle, like Limbus Company. Yeah, that is something I know quite a few people wanted to see, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I'd ever get into it. Oh, aren't you Tio's boss? What is someone from the Epstein Foundation doing here? Ah, I'm here to supervise the installation of the Orbital network into the hotel. Any business or hotel may take part in testing out the Orbital network. All they have to do is send in an application. Makes sense to me. Is this Orbital network stuff that easy to set up though? Well, there are regular inspections regarding the intended usage and the type of industry. However, the IBC pays for all the equipment, so I believe that is quite a good incentive for businesses to become a test environment. But anyway, they've graced me with the opportunity to run various tests that I otherwise wouldn't be able to do. Not many people can run the terminals competently, so I've had a bit of trouble training them. So many games I've stopped caring about when there's gacha. Yeah. You know, I am a man of culture, so hot women is a pretty big motivator. But there are other games out there with hot women that do not involve gacha. So, you know, I think I'll lean towards those. Trails chatting stream? Basically. Also, welcome, Morgoth. This is the online reservation the manager implemented, right? I'm sure it's excellent, but I don't really understand the details. Nah. You'll get it someday. Just take it step by step. It's like teaching old people how to use new technology. And I feel like there are some people who have been good at technology before. Like, I'm thinking about my mom. She basically worked in that sort of tech field too and grew up with it. But then somewhere along the way, she just like forgot it, lost her touch with technology, and then eventually her computer will end up with like a bunch of pop-up ads and shit like that being installed on it because she clicked on things and she didn't know what she was clicking on. Just gotta be careful about that and constantly watch out for it. The hallways and rooms on the top floor are very large, so cleaning them is quite the task. Indeed. I mean, hell, cleaning my own house is already quite the task, and it's certainly not as big as this. But I guess if it's your job and you're paid to do it, then it sweetens the deal a bit. Are teaching younger folks to play older games? Truly. I don't know, there's like a lot of, I don't know, inconveniences, quality of life things that are missing from older games that, you know, an older generation would be like, yeah, this is just what we grew up with. This is how you play it. And it's fun that way. And other times it's like, I don't know, I'm just not having as much fun with it as I think I could have if there were not those quality of life things missing. But it's more just what you get used to. I think like about 2 days ago, I tried to play some Dungeon Keeper 2, and unfortunately, that thing does not run on modern hardware. It's stuck at like what, 1024 resolution, and the moment I closed the game, it just froze my PC. My CPU temp shot up to 100, and my GPU just froze. So yeah, I don't think I could even get that working, unfortunately. There are a bunch of loopholes that I could likely go through in order to fix it, like through a registry edit. But that sounds like a pain in the ass, man. It, from what I've heard, it's an older game that is pretty well appreciated. But, yeah, I don't know if I want to go through that. Other games to play. The Orbital Network is still an unknown yet fascinating concept for Crossbell. Our manager hopes to prepare our hotel for the future by adopting this new technology while it's still in its infancy. Very good, very good. Yeah, do it while you have no security and get hacked. Now, who do we have here? You look like you could use a little fun. And I know just the place. Man, we've been seeing a record number of bigwigs coming here lately, all searching for some fine quality entertainment. I bet it's cause the diet session's coming up. Ain't that just the best news? Although, I should add, that whole, like, freezing my PC thing doesn't seem to be specifically an old game thing. Because for anybody who was there yesterday during the Alien Isolation stream, apparently that game does not like it when it's running above 60 FPS, and there is no in-game setting to set it to 60 FPS. So it just kind of kills your PC. It was never designed for anything more than that. And what a day, man, to go and play Alien Isolation and have that be quote-unquote an old video game. I remember when it released and when it was like the talk of the town, but apparently now it's old. Setting frame rates in drivers is an old trick. Yep, already did that. So hopefully we won't run into any issues in the future, but yeah. I thought that we were gonna be okay. I thought that they kind of adapted it for modern hardware by this point, because like it's a massive game. But never mind. We'll play it at 60. Arconceal's new play is called Golden Sun, Silver Moon. Tons of fans gathered here for the announcement. Should have seen how crazy they were going. I can imagine. I can most certainly imagine. Do we go to the back alley yet? Let's go to the back alley. So, hey, come here. Check out this necklace I just bought. Ain't it shiny as hell? I love being a Parker. One of the best decisions I ever made. You sure about that? Spend all your hard-earned money on a shiny necklace, living in a seedy part of town? I know that's smart. I hear that last month's incident put even Ravash into a panic. There were rumors that some of the higher-ups got an earful too. Oh, it's not like it makes much of a difference either way. Ravash's roots still spread all throughout the city. They're not going anywhere because of a mere incident like that. Yeah. I really think the only way we're getting rid of the Mafia for good is completely uprooting the system, which would require sort of a catastrophic event of sorts. And I don't think that's happening anytime soon. A catastrophic event of politicians actually doing their job and police force being able to do their job without politicians getting in the way. That man from Ravash came by for some drinks again yesterday. Something had him in a real foul mood. He was going off on some rant pretty much the entire time he was in here. I think he said something along the lines of, "Screw those police brats." Maybe he's having some kind of conflict with them? Yeah, it's definitely not us. No idea who he's referring to. All of my rivals' sales have been skyrocketing. But if I take on more work to try and catch up to them, my shoulders start killing me. Yeah, I think it's about time I go to the church and see if they have any meds that'll help me out. Damn. Don't overwork yourself, girl. Although I do kind of understand. Well, we're not exactly in the same business, but my upload schedule is slowed down for a good reason. That whole thing about if you love your job, you'll never work a day in your life is not true. Do not believe them. I have to make a visit to the IBC this evening. I was able to purchase some delightful antiques for a bargain price, but now I have to actually transfer the mirror. What a pain. When the Orbital network is finally up and running, I won't have to go to the bank every time I want to make a transaction. How does that work? Basically, people will be able to access their IBC accounts and make payments online via Orbital terminals. The virtualization and expanded accessibility of bank functions are the two greatest merits of the IBC's involvement in the Orbital Network project. That being said, I believe its full implementation is still a ways off from now. Sorry, Tio, that went straight over my head. Same here, I got lost real quick on that one. Well, I think I understood the gist of it. Sort of. Don't worry, guys. You'll understand someday. I have an older brother who mostly played sports games. In the beginning of his third-person RPG journey, he could not handle using both joysticks at the same time to move character plus camera. I never thought it was that hard. I recall seeing this post about, like, some dude who apparently only plays Fortnite finally playing some other games for the first time, and he's playing Crash Bandicoot, and he was having a rough go at it. I feel like if you're stuck within one very particular genre of video games, and you never try out the other things, then yeah, your mechanical skill is just not going to be there. There are a lot of things that are unfortunately not very transferable. Game sense kind of needs to be built, and yeah, just that mechanical sense of controlling your fingers in particular ways, nah, it's just not there. I can imagine people who, like, only play fighting games, like, only play 2D fighters, and, like, they play with an arcade stick and whatnot, would probably struggle a ton playing with, like, a controller in an RPG or a platforming game. It's like he had to rewire his brain. Yeah. That is basically what it feels like. In some ways, I kind of go through that process every single time I start up a game for stream, because we go through so many different games with so many different, like, controls and whatnot. So it takes me a little bit to warm back up to it. But because we do it so often, I just kind of get used to it. Other people who don't really do this that often, I can definitely see it being a bit tough. Are you guys looking forward to Arkanceel's new show? I know I am. I managed to get my hands on some B-section seats, so I finally get to see them live. Very good, very good. I figured I'd follow my mom's footsteps and try running my own business. Only problem is, I had to take out a hefty loan just to purchase this cart. That's why I need to work hard to boost my earnings however I can. Yeah, the usual way to start a business. Any startup is incredibly risky, and the majority of them fail. But that's basically also every YouTube channel ever. It's kind of just what you have to go through, regardless of whatever field that you work in. We're about to start arranging a draft of the budget in a conference room at City Hall. Right now, we need to finalize the budget outline ahead of the Dian's budget session next month. The conference is only meant for members of financial affairs. But of course, Dian members are already sticking their noses into our business. Yeah, that's what they do. Ilya, I love you! Another perfectly executed proclamation of devotion. As a true fan, it's only natural I do so at least once a day. Do you guys do this in front of the mirror every single morning? You just wake up and then you're like, Ilya, I love you! Although some of you probably don't say Ilya. Probably just insert name here. Oh, it's you guys. Keep up the good work, everyone. How are things going for you lately, friends? I know you told me you've been having a hard time finding time to study, so... You mean the qualification exam? I think I'm gonna focus on my everyday duties for the time being. That doesn't mean I've given up on my dream of becoming a detective, though. Sounds like you got a lot on your plate. Don't overwork yourself, okay? Got it, buddy. You hang in there too, alright, Lloyd? I'm hanging on. What was actually really sad when I was going through the ordnance was the fact that you can see that Randy over here has strength 110, defense 106. Poor Lloyd is the exact same level as Randy, but also has less strength and less defense, despite specifically building defense. I'm just worse than Randy. I think, yeah, I have lower speed, lower movement, lower dexterity. No, higher dexterity, at least, I guess. And 2 more ATS, but I'm not really built for using arts. So Lloyd's hanging on in there, but we're just not as good as Randy. He's built different. You don't start your morning with a proclamation of love for a fictional character? What are you, some kind of normal person? Impossible. You know, I may act like a complete weirdo here on the internet, but I've been trying to live life like a normal person. Well, I guess as normally as I can be. I don't think I could ever consider myself normal, but try to at least not be an internet goblin, I suppose. I don't know how well it's been going, but I'll keep it up. Oh, Ellie and Tio. Thank you for all your help earlier. I hope what we did was adequate. Reading over those old cases was a great learning experience. I'm glad it wasn't too boring then. We've been steadily building a database ever since they decided to install an orbital terminal at the station. Can I count on you to help me again when the time comes? No response. Oh god, that was my response. Apologies. It looks to me like you've been hard at work filling out your combat notebook. I'd like to record your information into the Pokedex. Here's your notebook, and 500 mirror. The U material is upgrade material though. Maybe I should take a look at that. Probably off stream after we finish this one and head off to do whatever main story thing there is. Listen to this, guys. The First Division got their very own operations room yesterday. It's down the basement. Wow, really? Yeah, they have an incredible setup. Not to mention 3 different operators working down there. It kind of irks me, to be honest. I can't just let them show me up. Don't beat yourself up over it, friend. As far as the CPD is concerned, this is the First Division's world, and we're just living in it. I'm curious to know who this, unlike someone else, is, Hamza. If that's in reference to being an internet goblin. I can think of several people in my friend group, actually. There's going to be all sorts of events during the anniversary festival. Between guiding citizens and acting as security, us officers have our work cut out for us. This is the biggest job of the year, so we've really got to make sure not to screw this up. Yeah. I mean, that important of an event with that many people, new people coming in? Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of work for you. It's been one damn incident after another this week. I pulled an all-nighter doing an on-site inspection. And now on top of that, it sounds like there was a shooting near all those warehouses. Sheesh, I wish the citizenry would at least try and understand some of my hardships. What's up, guys? Don't know if you've heard, but there's been an uptick in violent crimes as of late. Us Second Division guys don't have any time to take a break. Oh, really? That's concerning. Yeah, looks like the anniversary festival isn't the only thing we're going to have to look out for. Stay safe out there, guys. Be aware of your surroundings while you patrol the city. I think we'll be fine. If we do get jumped, we'll enter a turn-based combat system, where we will likely win. Unless we get jumped by the Reaper. But at that point, then I just fucked up. We'll be celebrating Crossbow State's 70th birthday with a festival next month. The festival is being extended to 5 days to celebrate this momentous occasion. Please refer to our informational brochures for more details. Give me something interesting. Sounds like they're already at each other's throats over next year's budget. Members of the media are dying to go to the Diet's budget session Q&A. Usually, the big veteran politicians will take up all of that time for themselves and leave little to nothing for the younger ones. Yeah, I guess you gotta start from somewhere, but that whole, like, seniority system, not great in a system like this. But, I suppose that's just how things work. We must uproot the system. We must pick the yes man ending. It's the only way. It's rare for you to show up here around this time, Lloyd. You off work today? Unfortunately not. We've been working since this morning. I haven't had a day off in a while. It took me quite some time to fully understand what the extent of our workload would be. That's so? I suppose the life of a police officer is not an easy one. Working at the library is one of the easier government jobs. We get an appropriate amount of time off work. That's good. Sounds like a peaceful job, if anything. But you still do have to deal with people, though. So, maybe not. Phantom Blade Zero? Outside the fact that I'm there in the title, not really. I don't know if it's going to be my sort of thing. If I ever played it, I might just, like, really, really love it. But there are too many things for me to be excited about that, Phantom Blade Zero doesn't really sit up there for me. Because, I think this month, I have two pretty big purchases that I'm likely going to make, being, well, I've already made a pre-order for Star Wars Zero Company. And I'll definitely be streaming that here on the channel. I think probably in the Monday slot. For, once we finish Dench Attack. Because I've been waiting for another XCOM. And, I mean, ZCOM seems like it might scratch that itch, and apparently it's really freaking good. And then obviously next month we have Fortune's Weeb, so yeah, my capacity for hype is kind of filled out right now. I highly suspect once we get Fortune's Weave next month, that's probably going to last us for a year. Considering the pace that I play video games at. I bet you didn't know this, but this very library has quite the history itself. The original traders of Crossville used to store their ledgers inside of this building. That's why you're able to find books dating back 300 years here. I dare say this place is an absolute goldmine for a historian like me. That's good. Have we seen this? Mark and the Witch of the Deep Forest. Does anybody remember if we read this yet? I don't recall this title. I'm pretty sure we read the first volume of The Saint of the White Wolf, though. I remember the White Wolf. Oh. Well, I mean, this is a talking to everyone stream, not exactly a reading everything in the library stream. But I could. The books here are usually pretty fun. The director comes to work outside our hours of operation to organize the books and update our catalog. Not only does it serve the bibliophilic desires, what does that even mean? But most importantly, it improves the quality of service for our patrons. I know library director doesn't sound like a flashy title, but he's one of the finest men I've ever had the pleasure of working with. The desire to organize things, I guess? I have to guess from context. And then the voice of the goddess called out to her. The path has opened for you, little one. It's time for you to return to your friends. Hearing that, the fox began to run as hard as she could. Love of books? Get your mind on the gutter? What? What do you mean? It wasn't anywhere near that gutter. I know I usually am there, but like, that's not what I was thinking. I gave you what I was thinking. Zero's book. Really loves my book. That's good. Oh, I'm so excited. Mom's gonna read me a book. I can't wait. I quite used to like books a fair bit. Back during the days where I had time to just sit down and read a good book. It also helped me learn English, although I suppose not good enough, considering how many words that I still have yet to learn about. Oh, the SSS is here again. What's up, everyone? Hey, you know that article about the wolf attacks in the latest issue? I wrote that one. This is the first time I've had my article selected as a front page story. I'm on top of the world. I still haven't gone over it yet. That's good. Mangas or books? I guess technically speaking, yeah. Grace has been busy as heck running around collecting information lately. I've hardly seen her in the office ever since she got back from her business trip. I really hope she's not trying to dig up dirt on another celebrity. I guess that's just how it goes. Which chapter is this? I believe we are currently on chapter 2. Yes. Just going around, talking to peeps, seeing the new dialogue, doing the side quests and stuff. Oh my, SSST, besties are here. I had to do a double take. What was that supposed to be? SSST, besties. I see, okay. It feels like it's been forever since we last met. The news about last month's incidents with those monsters left me speechless. Don't you worry, my friends. I know you've been busting your humps. It's nice to see you again, Grace. Now that you mention it, someone else wrote that article, huh? Yep, unfortunately, I was away from Crossbow at the time, covering a different story that needed that special Grace pizzazz. I'm really sad I missed out on the chance to write about you guys again, though. You're my favorite subjects for sure. I think that may have been better for us in the end. Yeah, getting dunked on all the time by your articles can really wear a guy down, you know? Why can't you guys feel the boundless love I have for you? I'm like a mama bird watching her chicks grow up. Surely it's fate that we meet here. How about you give me the inside scoop on your latest investigation? It seems Grace is in the middle of her break, everyone. We should really excuse ourselves. We wouldn't want to disturb her. Good luck with your work, which we will not interrupt or be anywhere in the vicinity of. What? You're leaving me already? Oh, come on. You don't gotta be so cold. Later. Will be fun watching you get caught up 20 years after the final game has released. Yep, that sounds about right. Man, 20 years from now, I'll be 46 still playing video games. Guys, we finally finished Trails. Let's go. Now to start the entire Final Fantasy series. Oh man, by that time, though, how many Final Fantasies will have finaled? I've decided to entrust Reigns with the local news photography, and he might be a rookie, but man, this guy sure knows how to deliver. His photos in particular are top-notch. A bit more mentoring, and he's sure to become a great reporter. SMT 1 and 2? If they ever remake those games, I'd be down. I don't think I want to go through the trouble of trying to get that to work on my PC. 20 years of content doesn't sound so bad. Hey, as long as people are watching, I'd be down for it. Games are only getting longer. 60 hours into Cold Steel 4, roughly 2/3. Damn. Like, I can imagine the fidelity of the game, plus the combat systems and whatnot, just become a lot more engaging, and it becomes a lot longer. I think Trails has a really good basis already, with a couple of faults here and there. But I'm sure, like, even the first chapter remake probably irons out a lot of stuff that was not that great in the first one, and like the newer games out there are probably really, really good. At least I would hope. We've had a lot of time to work on Trails, so. I've been seeing this super well-dressed man wandering around here as of late. I think he's the mayor's secretary, if I remember correctly. You can really get a sense for how passionate he is about his work. Not to mention, he was even nice enough to give me a greeting. Mayor's secretary, eh? Today's noodles will send you on a trip to noodle heaven. They're plump, but they've got good elasticity and swim through the broth quite nicely. If your noodles are actively swimming through your broth, you may want to check it. Made in with some water I gather from Mine's Mountain Path. Firm, flavorful? What more can you ask for out of a noodle? Why don't you take a little breather and try a bowl? Sorry, dude. I'm broke. I'm broke. Where is this well-dressed man? I guess she said that he kind of wanders around here from time to time, but not necessarily always here. Hey, you! What you gonna do? What's up? Mr. Croyce is one extremely busy man, just as you'd expect of the IBC's CEO. He's usually out conducting business in other countries, so he's not around often. But when he does come in, you'd better believe I gave him the warmest welcome I can. Hey. Very warm. Our security department has been receiving a lot of questions from foreign businesses lately. VIPs are constantly asking for bodyguards, so we've been getting requests to train security guards from all over. Doesn't matter what company it is, security will always be a difficult task. Why are they asking the bank for that? I feel like they'd hire them privately. Maybe that's the thing, I don't know. I don't really know like the rich people world. Just the amount that you'd probably learn by playing golf well enough to talk to sponsors. That's like the closest I've ever gotten to that sort of world. And all their like fancy dishes and whatnot. Man, those fancy things, they look good for posting on Instagram, but boy, the portion's tiny. It doesn't fill anybody. All right, let's check out today's economics section. I anticipated that the stock market would be more volatile now that the anniversary festival is drawing to a close. This is the most opportune time for solo investors like myself to take part. Yep. Go in there, put all your money in, and see the rug get pulled. More customers have been showing an interest in investment banking lately. We've been receiving an increasing number of inquiries regarding the IBC's bond policy. The service you helped implement has been popular thus far. I imagine that's been influencing the recent change. Oh, by the way, how are things going with you lately, Miss McDowell? The account you opened up a long time ago is still open. Oh, I didn't know you were into investing, Ellie. Whoa, look at Mademoiselle Co. I opened it because it made for useful study material. Political movements are often reflected in investment patterns. Sadly, I can't come here as often as I could when I was a student. My job keeps me too busy, so I apologize. No, it's okay. You can always come back whenever it's convenient for you. I'll help get you back into the swing of it. Yeah, okay. It's like, damn. Is something wrong with me? No typo. Just learn to cook those fancy dishes and make yourself a decent portion. You know, that's a big brain idea, Steve. Although, I did say it was a typo. I'll help you to you... No, that's definitely a typo. Crossbell's safety rating has plummeted over the last couple weeks. We've got to stay on our best guard, or things could easily turn ugly. There's a safety rating? Does it actively update? The safety rating increased by 1 because 10 new criminals showed up. Hey there, welcome to the IBC's main reception desk. Would you like to open an account or perhaps make a transaction? I think I have the exact same dialogue as I did last time. Really feels like you can do just about anything. As long as it's mural related. Impossible. No typos in my games. Well, hey, at least it's not AI translated. Because that would really suck. And it would be a lot worse than this. With the amount of dialogue they've already had to translate, I appreciate all the work that's gone into it. Those whelps from the Fisherman's Guild tried to get me to join their little entourage. It'll be a cold day in Kahira before I lump myself in with any kind of group. Especially one that spouts nonsense like the first rule of fishing is to have fun. I don't understand the true competition fishing is. Which just reminds me that I do have to fish. And I have no clue where to go and fish for the fish that I need to fish. I guess I'll figure it out. You go here, go downtown, go to Station Street. Yippers peppers. Excuse me? Well, you know, that's kind of been a thing since the first one, so it is what it is. Literally unplayable. Why do people hype this kind of garbage up? So true, Steve. So true. I can't believe the series has lasted this long. I was thinking clarity, that was a joke. Oh yeah, no, I took that incredibly seriously. Although, that's kind of fair. I feel like sarcasm just does not get translated very well in any sort of text format. I recommend in the water. You never know. Airfishing might become a thing later. Man, Mei Ling's a little too spoiled. Starts Sunday school next year. Yeah, make sure to straighten her out or she's gonna have trouble down the line. Considering the fact that these people have profile pictures, they're gonna be important at some point. My brother bought me some tasty looking candy. Much. That's so tasty. Well, good for you, tiny child. I hope you enjoy your candy. Bear. I received a nice letter from my sweet little Noelle over from Tangram Gate the other day. She was a little rambly in her letter, but I got the impression at least that she's doing well. The girl never remembers to send us any letters, so Fran and I are always worried about her. Well, you know, she seems to be doing very well. It's kind of unfortunate that she has to work under higher-ups, but the world be like that. Serena looks like a huge weight's been taken off her shoulders. Now that Azzy started working, she said that things might finally be a little easier for us. My brother Azul recently joined a gang of delinquents. Last I heard, he started a part-time job in the downtown district too. I tried to get him to quit, but he promised me that he'd do honest work and return home sometime soon. Though, it sounds like he's just helping out at a bar one of his gang buddies owns. He did promise he'd take responsibility and pay me back for all his hospital bills, so I suppose I'll wait and see how things go for now. Well, he better. I'll go and kick his ass if he doesn't. My guy, you got family to think about. I'd like to take some time off to go visit my family back home in Arabonia. However, I work for a brokerage firm, so I don't have much time for vacations. Oh! You guys are just here. I see. Ah, that's right. We wandered into this room and they weren't here, but I'm like, oh, that's a staff. That's those shoes. Yeah, this is Estelle and Joshua's room. Oh, it's you guys. Just barging into our room. Just like what we used to do for the past 3 games. Or I suppose 2. Yeah, 2 is more accurate. Hey everyone. Good to see you again. Good to see you too. Oh, wait a second. Are you 2 living here? We sure are. We'll be hunkering down here while we're in Crossbell. You're not usually around during the day, but you're still welcome to come around whenever you feel like it. Deal? Deal. Sounds good. I am a little curious as to what kind of relationship the two of them are engaged in. A physical one. They have the same last name, but they sure as hell don't look like a pair of siblings to me. Oh snap! Are they married? Already? Yo, lady killer. What the? Give it to me straight. What kind of relationship do you and Estelle got going on anyway? Well, it's a bit of a long story. I was actually adopted into her family when I was 11. And, after we both became bracers, we sort of started dating. Damn. So they really are a thing. Case solved. So they grew up together and now they're a couple? I suppose that explains how they're always so in sync. By the way, I heard you guys had to deal with the Mafia's warhounds. That must have been rough. I'm sure we'll all run into our fair share of hardships, but let's keep doing our best to carve our way through them, alright? Definitely. I have to admit, it's pretty encouraging to hear that coming from you. Alright, that seems to be all the dialogue. What about Estelle? It's getting kinda late, but there should still be time to knock out some requests. Crossbell's never short on work for us to do, so it's pretty darn satisfying to get so much done every day. Is she always this cheery? Yes. Yeah, she is. That's Estelle for you. Man. I think we already had discussions in regard to the Estelle and Joshua relationship. They're not related at all, but they did grow up together. And I feel like Western cultures would find that kind of weird. Eastern culture, maybe not so much. But maybe that's specifically Japan. Regardless, though, it'd be a thing. And it's a relationship that I'm kind of invested in because I like both of them. In fact, if I recall correctly, I think I replaced Joshua's face with mine. Back when we did our first like Trails in the Sky streams. At least in the thumbnail. But that was before I ever knew anything at all about the story. I thought that would just be funny. The Business Owners Association always holds a special event during the annual anniversary festival. They're thinking of holding an event that any citizen can participate in this year. I definitely look forward to seeing what they have in store for us. Indeed, indeed. Welcome! Oh shit. Guess the anniversary festival is coming up. I should probably make something to commemorate this year's anniversary. It is Crossbell's 70th birthday after all. It's not a hang up for you? They aren't actually related and they haven't never thought they were? I mean, yeah. That's why it's not that much of a hang up for me. But there are so many people I've seen crash out about it. But yeah. It's just a thing. That's like a topic of conversation that I just like, you know what? I'm just not gonna get into that. Seems like too much effort. Man, I really wanted to go to ticket to Arkansas's new show. Then after the show, I could have swung by Times to do a little shopping. Crap, I need to snap out of it. Welcome to Din's Fresh. Mom gave me a bunch of Mira along with a shopping list. That's why I focus on getting the best deals when I shop. Whatever's left over, I can save for my allowance. I need to keep my eyes peeled for deals and spend as little as possible. I guess that's a smart way of doing it. Anything I order from America Village gets delivered here by Opal Truck. Man, back when I started up this stall, we didn't have anything nearly as convenient as that. Now we get fresh veggies in a fraction of the time? The world's moving so freaking fast that I can hardly keep up. Pretty soon there'll be like teleporters, just teleporting fruit to the stands, fresh right off the tree. Did you hear that tickets to Arkansas's newest show have already sold out? If only I didn't have all these chores to deal with all the time. I would have loved to buy tickets. Everybody in my family's a professional at ticking me off. What? This lady's got issues. Only evil people get to teleport, so it would be evil fruit. A Fire Emblem classic. Or honestly, probably just JRPG classic. We've had plenty of times and trails where evil people just teleported away. I hear there's been an increase in truck accidents over in Calvard. And each and every time it happens, the road gets blocked, and then my fish deliveries are delayed. If it's not one thing, it's another. Calvard's having a lot of truck accidents? What's happening over there? Do they not have traffic signs? Just stoplights? Or maybe it's just the whole orbital technology not being very good. Let's see. Estelle Joshua resting. And Acacia. Lynn is in St. Ursula. We already met the dudes in Mines. Arios is on standby here. Okay. Man, isn't it great that we just have this place to come over and check and just see who we can stalk for the day? Ravash is not even bothering to hide their movements anymore. We've been getting a ton of requests recently that all seem to involve them. Guess when your police force can't be counted on, it makes more sense for people to come to us. Oof. It hurts, but I have absolutely no rebuttal. Yeah, it'd be like that. And unfortunately, we're not the bracers this time around. What's up? You're here again. I can hardly believe it's been a whole month since we last saw each other. It seems like your group has found its footing. Thanks, Arios. It's good to see you again. I don't think we're sizing up at all to the Great Divine Blade of Wind, though. That's for sure. There's no need to compare our accomplishments. Simply continue onward along the path you've chosen. Take a hard look at Crossbell's current state. Learn all you can of the city and its struggles. Then, when the time comes, you'll be able to make a difference. If you say so, sir. Well, damn. Did not expect to get that deep. He's not wrong, though. Hey, Lloyd. Have you tried fishing on West Crossbell Highway yet? Man, I'm loving all these extra orbital buses in Crossbell. It's so much easier to go fishing whenever you want now. That's good. Welcome to the Fisherman's Guild. How your fish escapade's been going? It's been so-so, I guess. Oh yeah? I guess I have heard that the CPD likes to keep you detectives busy. Well, if you manage to make any fine catches, don't forget to bring them to me. If you do enough work to earn a promotion, I'll award you a wonderful prize. Believe me. I will. I'm sure that there are great and phenomenal prizes for leveling up my fishing. I'm seriously considering doing, like, off-stream fishing. Just to get it done. Get the things that we need. I may also look up a guide specifically for where I need to fish for the fish that we need for the side quest. The ultimate bread! Now that the anniversary festival is almost here, the streets are buzzing with excitement. Every store has started making preparations for the festival. We're looking forward to seeing what sorts of things they come up with. My heart is almost jumping in anticipation. That's not good. You should see a doctor about that. Those Ravash members got bailed out, eh? The fact they can get off scot-free like that really gets on my nerves. I made a firm decision to not get involved in politics, but that's also the reason I get so antsy whenever I hear things like this. It's probably better for your health that you're not involved. The problem is all the people who want to get involved probably shouldn't be. Did you hear the news already? There were gunshots near the warehouse area last night. The bracers were able to quickly dispatch, but the culprits managed to escape. Good grief. No matter the time or place, peace is ever fleeting. Yare yare does a. What's up? Much. Sounds like another truck got into an accident near Calvard. I've been keeping up with all that stuff, but apparently the Calvardian army is going to get involved. The highways are fiercely regulated now, so you don't see many people going through. Unfortunate. Are you guys starting your business yet? Munch, chew, crunch, slurp. Alright, listen up, Puck. All products have a buying and a selling price. So when you make the sale price higher than the buying price... What are you blabbering about, Ruse? None of that stuff matters if you've got spirit. Your spirit will bankrupt us in minutes. I can't even speak properly because I'm so mad. Hey, listen to this. Apparently, Rishio's a performer for Arkansas. Oh, that's so amazing. I totally admire her. I mean, yeah. There's worse people that you could look up to. Rishio's pretty great so far. Although we haven't really gotten to know about her yet. Hey, listen to this. So there have been a few customers who have reserved a room here for the anniversary festival. Normally, you wouldn't think to get a place right on the edge of town, right? I mean, it's not that far of a walk. And trying to get a place in the entertainment district is gonna be nigh impossible. What's up, Isaac? Best girl. We'll see. We'll see about how I feel about things by the end of the game. She seems pretty good, though. I overheard some of the customers talking. I didn't know Heiyu had come to this city as well. I used to live in the Eastern Quarter, so I've seen how frighteningly cunning they are for myself. I would recommend that you don't get involved with them. I'm kinda the police. I think it's my job. Laura starting about Warhammer. Very good, very good. I need to make a decision soon. And hopefully it pans out. So we may see Warhammer soon. And well, even more hopefully, I get into the Total War 40k beta. I did sign up for that. Haven't received any news about it yet, though. But that would be sick. I just dropped a bunch of newts into this drain. Sploosh, sploosh. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Poor newts, man. Prepare to meet your doom, Mr. Newt. Sploosh. Damn, I guess if there really isn't anything to do, this is just peak entertainment. Oh, could I help you kids with something? Some people came by earlier to try and ask me a question, but I barely heard what it actually was. Do we not have hearing aids yet? Oh. Man in suit. Anyone who lives in this part of the city always has one or two things they'd like to keep in the past. Even failures like these people can contribute to Crossbell's development, one way or another. I see. You're those kind of people. Yup. I think I'll examine your residency registrations. It'd be a shame if you were an illegal occupant. Oh, what a shame it would be. Don't tell me you're unregistered. Of course I'm not. I've been living here for 60 years. Is it already time for these blasted diet members to pester us again? They keep bothering us from time to time. We need to figure out how to chase them away. With violence! But that's probably just gotta be a good excuse for them to take over. How's the game going? Going good. This episode is basically just a just chatting stream because we're going around talking to everybody. Seeing the new NPC dialogue and whatnot. Imagine being illegal. Could never. Could never. But then again, this is one of those scenarios where people can just say that you're illegally here or illegally existing. And I don't really know if there's a whole lot you can do about it, considering the difference in power. St. Ursula's practice entrance exam is right after the anniversary festival. Taking it will give me a good sense of where I'm at now and what I need to work on. Also, it'll help boost my confidence so I don't panic during the real deal. I made the mistake of not taking the practice exam last year and absolutely flubbed the actual exam. It was awful. I promised myself I won't repeat the same mistake. That's kind of cool that they have like a practice exam. I'd definitely go and take it. No reason not to prepare for the actual big day. I met up with an old business acquaintance of mine by the name of Harold yesterday. I remember when people used to make fun of him for being a timid, short man back in the day. It's been a long time since we last saw each other, but he was still the same carefree guy I knew. We ended up drinking together for a little while. I was almost moved to tears, honestly. Damn. Well, you know, that's a good encounter. Good encounter. I don't think I've ever had had like a quote-unquote practice exam before a real exam. The only time was like, I don't think you'd call it a practice since it was a post. If anybody had failed the initial exam, that there was like the second opportunity to go and take it. So technically it feels like the first exam that you took was like a practice for it. I only did that on a specific, or anatomy, I think. Physiology and anatomy. Because I had to study for everything else for that year, and I just did not have enough time to finish physiology and anatomy. So I basically just read through all the questions and just turned it in for a score of 0. Then did the practice exam, or the makeup exam, as my real one. Daddy says he's too busy with work lately. I don't even get to see him before I have to go to bed at night anymore. I'm so sad. Well, Lima, walk it off. Look at Nanako. She's a trooper. An absolute trooper. Nanako's holding down the fort way better than you ever did. Been enjoying seeing new blood into Trails with the remake? You think second chapter has a chance for Game of the Year? Second chapter story is probably really good, and I'm sure that they've refined it in the remake. I don't have a frame of reference for like how good the first chapter is, the remake first chapter, so I couldn't say. Unfortunately, even with how good it is, it probably isn't getting Game of the Year. Let's be honest. It's a JRPG. It's gonna be rough going into that, and there's lots of really good games that are up and coming. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm rooting for it though, but you never know. The girl living next door is usually bright and energetic. She's been nothing but a sweetheart to Lima too. Still, I get the impression that she feels a little down these days. I can only wonder what's on her mind. This is where Ricio's staying, right? Life? Or like booze? That door's gonna open someday. Yeah, this is probably Ricio's room. Pal World has to win some. I mean, I'm not gonna knock it. I didn't play Pal World. I know that my friends were gonna get super into it and super hyped, and then the hype would just die, inevitably, which I'm fairly certain it already has. But I'm glad for all the people who enjoyed it. Say, isn't that a Ryan Ford brand heavy machine gun? Looks like a new model too. Yeah, they started circulating last week. Not only do they fire at a higher rate, the power on these bad boys has been boosted by 20% as well. Itching to try one out, Red? Nah, I think I'll pass. You know, probably not the brightest idea to flaunt your smuggled merch in front of the police. You said it. I don't... Yeah, it is smuggled merch, but like... We've got bigger fish to fry. But I guess things must be real dangerous on her end to leave me out of the mix. Mama told me that last time she tried to deal with Ravash, she got attacked. She told me it's been pretty dangerous for her, so she hasn't been letting me tag along. Man, it's so boring here. I don't know, tiny one. Your mother probably doesn't want you, or have to be concerned about your well-being in the middle of shady dealings and gunfights. Oh, you guys are here. Haven't seen you around in a while. Conducting another investigation? Not today. We're just taking care of some support requests. We've been assisting headquarters more often, though. Dealing with the rush before the anniversary festival, I take it? Well, keep up the good work. Even the Crossbow Times is showing off your exploits in a better light these days. Yeah, I guess so. There's something out of character about the boss of some delinquents saying that. I mean, yeah, that's basically what he is, but he is kind of eccentric. We've been faced with many more turbulent situations as of late. No, never mind. Okay. We haven't had a decent fight with the Vipers in a while. Too many cops running around since the anniversary festival is coming up. Thanks for ruining our fun. Are they playing tic-tac-toe? You can play with just that? I don't think that really works out. Government officials always decide to make their rounds here when the anniversary festival nears. They review our business licenses and warn tourists away. They're irresponsible, though. They always check off items they haven't actually reviewed. As if I'd ever trust a bunch of hypocrites like them. Maybe it's not tic-tac-toe. That's probably something related to pool. But pool is one of those sports that I don't know too much about. It's been a week since Azel started working in here. I offered to help him, but he turned me down. I think he's really started to mature a bit. And hey, when you got family to take care of, you'd best grow up. I started working a part-time job here. Plan to earn enough money to pay her back for all the medical bills I racked up. With how worried my sister is for me, maybe it'd be best if I did quit the Testaments and found a job elsewhere. But for now, I'm gonna stay here and work as hard as I can. I mean, hey. You know, you're surrounded by peeps that you know, work on a job, actually getting paid for it. That's good. It's a good starting point. How's Wendy doing these days? That girl sure as heck knew her way around an orbit when she was my apprentice, I can tell you that much. If she ever gets bored, tell her to come here. Been dealing with a bunch of repair and upgrade jobs lately. Starting to think that I may need an extra set of hands around here. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Actually, let me look at your prices. I have the U material, just not the base. I wonder if I can buy the base already. It's also going to cost me money. And we do not have much of it. You know, there's a white wolf that comes through here every morning. He seems pretty smart, and his maid looks super cool. I bet he's watching out for any baddies. Did not know that this was one of his patrol routes, but hey, that's good. Helping keep the people safe. Can I enter here? I can, but is this just like a monster den again, or nah? I think I'll leave. Maybe there's some secrets here, but I'll take some time to like look around and potentially lead us to nothing. What's up, man? Nice job out there. Wait, it's just you guys again. I swear to Ideas, you're doing this on purpose now. I promise you it wasn't intentional. This dude. What's up, guys? You cruising for a fight? Come on, I'll give you a good one. We haven't fought those blue bastards in a while, so I'm itching for some excitement. When you think about it, neither the government nor the police do jack to help anyone. Look at this dump. They don't give a rat's ass about the downtown district. But still, you guys keep sticking your noses around here whenever you feel like it. Ugh, makes me sick. The older guys look pretty tense lately. You guys should have seen Jet when he bought the wrong stuff from the city yesterday. He was so mad. I guess he needed someone to take his frustrations out on. What? Get out of my way, dude. I'm testing out the mic today. Want a taste of this bad boy? Hey, hey, hey! Yeah! Yeah! I'm feeling it today! These people are not okay. You again? Don't start thinking you could just show up on my turf unannounced like this. Did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed, or is your foul mood justified? Of course it's justified. There's been all sorts of cops and government dogs running around the place claiming they gotta get ready for the festival. Screw those assholes. I'm about ready to kick all of them out of here. I feel you, man. We've been getting way too many damn support requests because of the festival, too. All we can do is grit our teeth and bear it. That's how it be sometimes, man. That's how it be. We got into a fight with some cop over on East Street yesterday. He started it, though. Don't screw with us, Kay. We might be cops, but we ain't afraid to lay waste to you dogs. I don't know, man. There's like small time crime and big time crime. I feel like you guys are into the small time stuff. And from what I know, if you're a small time criminal, you do not want to be hurting no cops. Don't want that kind of heat on you. It's really not worth it. Okay, I think the last place is probably Station Street. We can probably enter the station as well. Maybe some peeps to talk to in there? So, the Transcontinental Railroad was built over a period of many, many years. Constructing such an enormous track without incident must have taken some meticulous planning. It truly is the greatest gift from our predecessors. Someday, I hope to come just like them. Yeah, I've always had issues with that sort of thing. I kind of dread the next Satisfactory stream for the exact same reason. I'm gonna have to build that railroad. I have no idea how to build a railroad from scratch. Central Square should be right down this road. I knew buying this map was the right decision. And yeah, when you're going into a new place, you should probably buy a map. That truck over there belongs to a transport company. The amount of units in this shipment is ridiculous, so I brought the truck to handle it all. But I still gotta load all this by myself? Nah, what a pain. It'd be like that, man. Never mind. Alright, where does that lead? Oh, it leads to the medical college, of course. Let's go and visit the medical college. You know there are some racers over there. Hello? I'm planning to go to Ramaferia for a little while. Oh, that reminds me. Ramaferia also has their own police department, right? I'm sure it's far superior to Crossbell's dinky little force. What the? Well, wasn't that uncalled for? What the? Yeah, you guys suck. Your dinky little force. I bet you that bigger city is a bigger police force anyways. Buy a map? Where's your sense of adventure? I'm sorry, Argoth. I apologize. I lack whimsy. Something that you have in spades. So I hope someday that you teach me how to be whimsical. Recently, the hospital has been outfitted with a special kind of orbital vehicle called an ambulance. Now with just a call, we can be anywhere we need to in an emergency. We don't have to rely on buses to get to injured people in time. When those gang members were attacked way back when, they managed to survive because of the ambulance's fast response time. That's good. Also you, Mr. Hayworth. I think I met your children over in the church. Hello, everyone. It's been a while. I wasn't expecting to meet you here. Well, ever since that last case, we've been getting a lot more jobs outside of the city. Are you working right now too? Indeed. I came to St. Ursula today to sell some equipment and non-perishables. So later, Lorenzo. Thanks for swinging by. I'm really starting to appreciate my orbital car. It makes the trips remarkably easier. I'm happy to see your business is doing well. And thus ends the conversation. That man will become plot relevant. Soon. Oh, you're Cecile's little brother, aren't you? How have you been? For whatever reason, it feels like I've become a celebrity among the nursing staff. You know, I'm kinda envious of you, Lloyd. Well, this nursing staff in particular, we've already established, thanks to Steve's intel. This isn't really how it goes, but it's anime hospital, okay? It works out. Lytton started working really hard once he recovered. Not to mention, my plan of hiding my own work in his was a massive success. The boy ended up doing every bit of it. What the hell? Lucky me, being blessed with such an eager pupil. And Nana's hair is more pink than purple. You're just trying to throw me off? Or maybe I'm the crazy one. Maybe we've already seen as kids and I've just forgotten since we've playing so many different games and we play this only once a week. But once it becomes plot relevant, I'm sure the game will just show me and remind me. I usually carry around this book about autopsies. Is that weird? When I was having lunch with Lytton, he threw a big fit and told me not to read it while eating. Personally, I would lose my appetite if I saw the book's illustrations as well, especially if I was eating meat or the like. Maybe, but it doesn't faze me at all. I think you get used to it. Like at some point it just becomes the human body, and there isn't really any feelings attached to it. Do not quote StarCraft at me, Argoth. I haven't even played it yet, or learned about the lore. Earlier, some visitors were discussing Arkanciel's new show over lunch. It's called Golden Sun, Silver Moon, isn't it? My, I'd love to be able to go see it someday. I wonder what the Fortune's Wii routes will be called. Maybe they don't have like an official name. It's just associated with a particular leader. I say that because The title for Arkansas's new play really does sound like a Three Houses chapter. Golden sun, silver moon. You know, the doggos probably won't be coming back, but yeah, we should probably keep that up. Chief Ursuline just sprinted out of her room. Must have overslept again, like always. It's a tough job. Oh. Hello, everyone. So this really was your room, huh, Cecile? I mean, we all knew, just from the one photo. Yes, it is. Though I only use it about half the time. I often find myself falling asleep in the hospital's break room. That doesn't sound healthy, Cecile. I feel like that's usually the case, though, if you're part of this industry. You're likely not getting a whole lot of sleep. Not in the proper places, anyways. Classic case of overwork. No doubt. You really gotta take better care of yourself. Oh, no. I appreciate your concern, but I'm perfectly fine. I know better than to push myself past my limits. We haven't gotten to see each other much since I started staying here at the dorms, but we can't let that stop us from catching up. I see. Still, Cecile, I know how busy you are with work, but don't run yourself ragged, okay? Oh, you. I'm not running myself ragged at all. Don't you worry. I take the time to unwind every now and then, and nothing perks me up more than a good chat with some friends. In fact, that was just what I did last night. Oh, the two of us went on for hours. Is that right? Do I know said friend? Maybe, maybe not. You aren't exactly well-versed in popular culture, so I'd be surprised if you did. I guess we're about to find out real soon. By real soon, I mean about like 3 weeks of real time. Alright, we out. Can I go into the research center? I don't think we've been there. Oh. We decided to keep the fence we put up around the terrace back when we were worried about those monsters roaming about. They might be out of our hair now, but we figured it's better to be safe than sorry. If monsters broke in and hurt another resident, we'd be in real trouble. And honestly fair. Better safe than sorry indeed. It's already up. Might as well keep it up. It's not like it's hindering anything. There's still no reason. My reason is that I am curious. That should be a good enough reason. Oh? Good morning, everyone. Lately, Cecile has been telling me all about your adventures. She even said you beat up the monsters that hurt Lytton. Well, we definitely couldn't have pulled it off by ourselves. It was all thanks to Zeit and his pack. Well, even so, just hearing that you had a large role in stopping them makes me extremely happy. I know it must be hard, but keep doing your best, okay? You can count on it, Shizuku. Hey, with a cutie like you cheering us on, we're like 100 times stronger. So keep up the support, okay? Hell yeah. Nothing better happened to this tiny child. I feel like this is Arios's main weakness, though, so something will happen to this tiny child. Employees only, okay. Fair enough. Elevator. These frugal meals are utterly flavorless and sordid affairs. I told them to add steak and wine to the menu, but to no avail. The so-called hospital service is a complete and utter disgrace. Your bed. Will's got like fruits and wine next to his bed. He's doing okay. Even though I'm younger than her, Shizuku has been a good friend to me.
We go on a lot of walks together and talk to each other in her room all the time. We've gotten to know each other super duper well. I'm really glad to have her around.
That's good for you, tiny child. Keep the other tiny one safe.
Okay, time for your daily temperature check. Hope you're ready, because here it comes.
Wait a second, miss. You made sure to double check you're using a thermometer and not an injection needle this time, right?
Of course I did. I may be prone to making mistakes, but I never make a dumb one like that twice. Oh, would you look at that?
Oh, shit.
Heh, oopsie, I had the thermometers in my other pocket.
If I were a cat, I doubt my 9 lives would be enough to save me from a klutz like her. Still, she's pretty cute, so yeah, worth it. Worth. Siron should not be a nurse. How did she even become one?
These hospital beds are like lying on a cloud, and I can't remember the last time I was served food without having to ask. It's pure paradise.
Aw. Poor Granny. At least, she's being treated well here in the hospital.
Darn it. I ended up not being able to get those Arkansas tickets I wanted. Martha keeps bragging that she's seen them before, but I bet the current Arkansas is way better now compared to when she went. Flyers detailing Arkansas's upcoming show finally made their way to the hospital. When I was a young girl, Arkansas had neither fame nor that superstar Ilya Platier. Now you can't say Crossbell without thinking of Arkansas. It sure has come a long way, hasn't it? Siron's clumsiness knows literally no bounds. She usually grabs the wrong medical utensils, spills chemicals and medicine on the floor. If I'm being honest, the only reason someone hasn't gotten hurt yet is because the rest of us are around to patch up her mistakes. It sure would do me a favor if she took a page out of Cecile's book.
What do you mean by that exactly? I guess, like, Cecile is very, very good at her job. So, like, can you please look to her as an example? I would assume. Homophobia? Tomophobia? It's perfectly understandable. Natural, even. What is that? What is that a fear of? A fear of Toms? However, the risk of danger in this particular operation is astronomically low. A fear of medical procedures? Anxiety will only serve as a detriment to the surgery. Please try to calm yourself and go to bed early tonight, alright? Now, we're learning about a lot of different words today. This is the end for me, I think. The doctor said the operation's a piece of cake, but I don't know. Oh man, there probably are those kind of patients. If there's a chance I'm going to be hurt and die, I probably will. Snore. We should wake him. Have him say something interesting for us to listen to. Our director is rarely here. He focuses on wandering from country to country, exchanging medical technology and scouting out young, bright minds. Now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever met him before. I wonder what kind of man he is. Do we know the director of this hospital, actually? I don't think we do. St. Ursula Hospital is connected to Crossbell City via the Orbital Network. Our appointment reservation service utilizes the network, in fact, though it's still somewhat experimental at this stage. Getting our patients familiar with it has been a pretty steep hurdle, so it doesn't seem much use. I'll see, that's a good point. Because outside of the staff also having to learn how to manage that, the people also won't intuitively know how to use it. At least not during these early stages. Also, thanks for capturing this nurse, Lloyd.
The girls have been telling me that Cecile is really close with a famous celebrity. Oh, you're her little brother. You must know who it is, right?
Me?
Sounds like you have no clue either, huh? Darn, I'm dying to know who it is.
I could tell you.
Oh,
You're with the Bracer Guild.
don't tell me. Did something happen? Unfortunately so. A traveler was taking a shortcut through a thicket and was bitten by an extremely venomous snake.
Are you new? Have we seen Bracer Lynn before?
As soon as we found him, we carried him here as fast as we could.
Well, Aeolia was the one who gave him first aid, so
I think he'll pull through.
she was in the guild? Gotcha. First aid? Can't say I knew bracers were trained in medical treatment, let alone for snake bites. Aeolia's a bit of an outlier.
He's from Remiferia, one of the most medically advanced places in Zemuria. She even got her medical license there. A doctor, you say? All I see is a woman who struggles to keep her hands to herself. Well, she might be a bit more clingy than most, but she's an amazing gal.
Huh. I mean, that dialogue already suggests that, our girl here has run into her before. So yeah, no, I probably just forgotten. Up until now, I've only ever relied on Septian Church remedies. Is all this hospital business really safe?
So Grandpa really should be admitted into the hospital after all.
That'd definitely be the smartest decision, but that man is the definition of stubborn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I keep trying to get him to at least come in for a checkup, but nothing I say works.
Yeah, it is what it is. Gotta keep pushing though. It's for their own health. I better get my checkup done by one of the gorgeous female doctors. Come on, just don't be an old man. I'm not asking for much.
Do we have any female doctors here?
I've seen our nurses.
Whoa, look, this place is as big as a castle. Hey, this is a hospital. Keep it down.
Kids. Oh? Late again, Ursuline? Your chronic tardiness to your own class is absolutely unacceptable for a professor. You know that, right?
You're right. I was tinkering with some newly arrived equipment last night, but before I knew it, the sun was coming up. So yeah, I was sleeping like a baby until about 20 minutes ago.
You haven't changed from when you were a student one bit, Ursuline.
I got no chance of escape now that Dr. Gailey's gone into full-blown lecture mode.
Are you even listening, Ursuline? Of course, every word. I clicked on the wrong person. Whoop. Listen up, Ursuline. As chief of the medical college, you're responsible for teaching our interns about the intricacies of medical equipment. You can't carry yourself like a student forever. While ornaments are developed in a variety of countries, Remiferia stands out as the leader when it comes to medical ornaments. For example, nearly all the medical equipment used at St. Ursula Medical College is manufactured by the Ceylan Company, which is Remiferia based. Interesting. I wonder if all the ornaments inside, like, quote-unquote medical equipment would probably end up being mostly water, if elemental stuff still matters here. Stop. Okay. but it's also likely just intricate machinery, let's call it. The traveler is currently resting in the ICU. Had things gone poorly, we may have needed to amputate his leg. Luckily, we were able to avoid all that thanks to you, Aeolia. Your help is as invaluable as always.
Oh no, I wouldn't go that far. I did what was expected of a bracer, and that's that.
Damn it, someone break my leg! If that's what it takes for the lovely Aeolia to nurse me back to health, I'm ready!
Your level of enthusiasm is almost impressive. Ultimately fruitless, though.
What?
Oh, it's Tio on the special support section. Give me a few minutes and I'll give you all the hugs and kisses. I humbly declined.
I see. Yeah, I figured. That would be the kind of relationship dynamic they have.
Now that his injuries healed, Lighton's thrown himself back into work with more vim and vigor than ever. However, Dr. Gunter decided to take advantage of his good mood and force poor Lytton to do most of his work.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard. He self-admitted.
Alright, I think that's the entire hospital. Wrong button?
I'm pretty sure. I mean, outside of the places where obviously we are not allowed to go into for reasons. Let's quickly get this knocked out, then. Let's go to the sandbar and use the invisible thing. And we can probably go back and report that. I didn't even attack, bro. Good night, Isaac. Thanks for swinging by. Oh, this fight shouldn't be too difficult anyways. You have it right. Support. Hollow Sphere. Stealth. Right, we're gonna make sure that we have to wait for that to actually pop. And just keep one of them alive, I suppose. Ah! Invisible! Stealth! Is this the first time we've ever had like a stealth mechanic in Trails? If there were any in previous games, I don't think I used them. Okay. Does that mean the request's done? Used Holosphere. We did? I guess I just gotta go back and talk to her about it then. Oh shit. Stealth guarantees crit? Is it specifically with like an attack or can you crit with an art? I don't think arts ever crit, right? So it's probably with a melee attack. Crossbow study. Alright, we are back. I shall report in Central Square. Arts do not, yeah, I figured. But that's good to know. Wait. If you stealth and then you S-craft, does the S-craft crit?
Hey there, Lloyd. So how'd your Enigma do during those combat tests?
Worked like a charm, Wendy. They're definitely a huge asset in battles.
Hollow Sphere, was it? It was just as you said. The enemies did not seem to notice us at all.
Seems like that art was making full use of the mirage element. Oh, if the S-craft is physical, then yes. I see. Adds another tool into our toolkit. Given how much we rely on these enigmas, I bet beefing up our arsenal of arts like this will pay off in the long run.
Agreed. On top of that, the enigma's communication function is quite handy. Not to mention, synthesizing quartz and unlocking slots is no different than past orbit models, so that's convenient too.
Ah, okay.
I see. Yep, that should be enough for my report. Lloyd, everyone, I really appreciate all your help. Now, what do I give to thank you? Oh, this'll do. Please accept this.
A Libra gem. Oh, what's this?
Apparently, this is an ancient quartz excavated out of some giant ruins from the Middle Ages. I found this baby while fishing around in the previous workshop's warehouse.
Ancient quartz? We can use stuff like that?
Theoretically speaking, it would not be too strange if they operate in the enigmas. After all, orbments were originally created through the analysis and modification of ancient crystalline circuits. Some reports claim these quartz were being used well before the Great Collapse. Oh yeah, I've heard those rumors too. It'd be pretty amazing if they turned out to be true, huh? Well, I can't give you a 100% guarantee it'll work, but I'm getting an orbital reaction from it at the very least. I've already tinkered around with it a little, so I'm pretty sure it'll be compatible with your enigmas.
Sounds like this is really important to you.
Thanks, Wendy. We'll use it well. Appreciate it. Wendy, if you have any other requests, don't hesitate to contact the SSS.
You betcha. I'll be looking forward to next time.
Very nice.
Nice and easy. Which, speaking of, we haven't even saved this entire time. Alright, what's up next on the chopping block? We could confirm that. We gotta go to Tangram Gate. Live combat drill. We can do that pretty easily. West Crossbill Highway Monster. And then the ultimate bread thing. Right. Well, with that being said, though, I think now's probably a good time to call things here. We've talked to everybody. All that's really left is the side quests, and I probably have to do a little bit offline of searching for the materials for the ultimate bread quest. So I'll make that my work to do off stream before the next session starts. God, okay. Regardless, though, thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys for more Trails from Zero next week, same time, same day. Later, dudes. Bye-bye.